Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having an adult beverage, and tonight I'll be discussing Reckless Times by Michelle Hercules. I did buy this myself, and of course I'm giving my honest opinion. Here are the highlights. And there are no listed content warnings, and I gave this a 4.25, so what's it about? So this book is about Andromeda, who has always been made to feel weak, useless, and a freak because she is blind, and an idol with a disability is unheard of because they are literal descendants of gods and supposed to be perfect. It is because of her anomaly that her family has kept her hidden away in their savage world made up of idols, fringes, and norms where only the strongest survive. But what they don't know is that she has power running through her veins that she has kept hidden from them. Now, at one of her family's parties, she meets Stefan Silverstone, and while everyone else may think he is perfect, to her, he is annoying, cocky, and a jerk and just pushes all of her buttons. But while he may have an annoying attitude, he is one of the few people that sees her for her and not her disability, and it makes her want to let down all of her walls and trust him with her heart. But even as sparks fly between the two of them, they are keeping secrets from each other that will not only tear them apart, but their world, because a war is coming and they each have their roles to play, and who knows if they will survive. So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 4.25. Now, I had a fun time reading this as it's a spin-off to another series that I've enjoyed by this author, The Gifted Academy. It's a solid spin-off, but I would recommend that you read that series first because this one takes place in the middle of that one. I think it falls in between books 3 and 4, so you could potentially read them in tandem, but I would start there simply because, in my opinion, you get more world building and get in-depth understanding as to the conflict and what's going on than you do in this book. You get some explanation, but again, I think that's a better place to start because we are taking scenes from that book to go into this book. They're just from Stefan and Andy's point of view as they were introduced there, and we just now are getting their story, which I was really excited about after they were introduced in that book because I think Andy is so cool. Her magical abilities are just amazing. I also really liked her as a character. She's sassy, she takes no shit, and she is just sarcastic to hell, and I like that type of character. Now, we do get a more in-depth explanation as to who she is and why she is the way she is. Most of it is because her family has isolated her a lot from everyone in an effort to, as they say, keep her safe, but there are some underlying tensions around that as well. But she doesn't completely disagree with it. Like, she could really push back, but she's trying to keep herself on the DL as to her true abilities, which she doesn't even fully understand her abilities because she has to keep them on the DL because she has secrets that she's trying to keep hidden from everyone. And as we explore those powers, you're just learning how truly powerful she is, and she's just so kick-ass, and I just really enjoyed her. Now, when it comes to our male main character, Stefan, I liked him. He is a bit of a stick in the mud, as his brother would say, so I also found it funny that he falls for Andy, who doesn't give a fuck about the rules. Now, there is a mentor kind of trope, so he is technically on paper her mentor, but I personally say it's a bit of a stretch because anytime we try to put him in the mentorship role when it came to Andy, something else goes on that it quickly fell to the wayside. So it's not a heavy trope in my opinion. This is more of a man that is torn between his duty and his feelings because he is there to kind of recruit her or her family to their side in a fight against the neo-gods. So he is kind of using her and he feels bad about that, but he has growing feelings for her that he truly cares for her. And it's just kind of funny because they're kind of opposites attract, but they're not the type that balance each other out. It's more of like when they come together, sparks fly, are set ablaze. So the chemistry and the attraction is there, and I really did enjoy reading their story unfold. Now, I will say the story is a bit predictable, but that's again because this story is taking place in the middle of a series that I've already finished, so I know how this all ends. This is just being done from Stefan and Andy's point of view and how they handled certain situations, and how the cliffhanger happens in this book makes me really intrigued how they're going to handle it in the next book. So I am excited to read that one. Now, this book is currently available, so is the next one. This is a complete series, so definitely check it out, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.